guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shay. Thanks for tuning in again to my channel. So before we get this video on and cracking, let me go ahead and insert a clip coming up. We do have a giveaway winner for my back to school giveaway. I appreciate everyone who participated. Welcome to my new subscribers from the giveaway. If you didn't win, don't fear. As my channel grows, I want to try to give back more to those who support me. So we're going to insert the clip right now. Okay guys, so we are getting ready to do the spin for the giveaway. This is a random generator. I clicked some website and I just put in all the names on the right side of the screen to the people who were able to actually participate. So it says click to spin. So here we go. Whoever name lands on this is my winner. Alright, Miss C86, so I will be contacting you shortly. You are the winner. I want to thank everyone who participated in the giveaway. Thank you guys so much and take care. Alright guys, so if you are new, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, grab a snack and let's get into the business. So today we're going to be talking about how you can work in nursing school. Is it recommended? And what tips and tricks I have for when I actually was in nursing school. So I'm going to try to do as quick a synopsis as possible because y'all know I get into story time and I just want to tell y'all about my life. And of course, as we go on this channel, you guys will learn a lot more about my nursing school journey as well as the nursing journey I'm on now. But every video does not require a synopsis. So point blank period, y'all. My first semester of nursing school, I did not work and I was broke as hell and I was bored as hell because me, before I went to nursing school, I was working 2-3 jobs all the time along with going to community college and things like that. So third year, I think it was junior year, I ended up getting a job as a pharmacy technician, which really kind of aligned because it was at the same time I was taking pharmacology, so that was easy. And then all of a sudden this patient care tech position popped up at a local hospital where I really already wanted to work at as a nurse anyway. So it was super convenient. I applied for that position. It took months to hear something from them, but when I did, started that and I was working for them. So here we have a part-time job and I have a PRN job while going to nursing school. So if you're asking yourself if it's possible, it is. I graduated nursing school with a 3.8 GPA, Sigma Theta Tau, all that fun stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell y'all it wasn't hard, and that's what I'm going to tell you guys straight up. Working in nursing school is not easy because in nursing school, one thing I can tell you guys is, I don't know if this applies for every school and people really need to work on this if it is, but nursing schedules are a little because you have like clinical hours that have to be scheduled, you have your classes that have to be scheduled, and then once in a blue moon they will throw a monkey wrench in there and tell you you got orientation for a clinical on a day that's not even in your schedule. Like example, I remember one semester we had class like Monday, Wednesday, and we had clinical Tuesday, Thursday, but one random, like the first semester we got a syllabus and it said, oh, meet here on Friday, and we all in class looking at each other like, Friday, we don't have class, we're already here half the week. And then people in my class were like, upward. I think I was one of them because I'm like, yo, I'm scheduled to work, y'all didn't put that on the website when we pick classes. And they're like, this is nursing school, make it work. So that's the beauty. But like I said, it is possible. So one thing I will tell you guys, look at your situation before you even make the decision. Are you a mom? Are you a wife? Do you have a household? Some of y'all have to work full-time in order to maintain your household. Some of y'all are going from LPN to RN, RN to BSN. And that might be, I don't want to say it's less rigorous because the workload is the same. But it might not be, since you guys are breaking it up instead of me going my 4 years and kind of like always on information overload, you guys only have either a couple months or a couple years. It might be easier. The best tip I tell people is, as well as you schedule your class time, your clinical time, and your work time, make sure you schedule study time. Like literally, I got a planner and I literally had to write, okay, I'm off Friday, study from 9 to 4, study from 5 to 8, and of course there was many nights I was up. Like I will never forget, I can tell you guys, the year I took, it was maternity, psych, peds, and then some random other nursing course like research or something. And that semester was such a tough semester because those classes are specialty classes. They require a lot of studying, a lot of core studying. And then you have clinical. Mind you, my clinical was like an hour and a half away for both of them. So I had to wake up in the morning like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I would hit the road to clinical, come back from clinical, have an hour in between, go to work from like 2 to 9 or 2 to 10, and then come home, and I would be drained. Mind you, I had class the next day, so it's either, if you got a test, you better get your butt up and study. If you don't have a test, you better, like, ain't no work getting done because I'm tired and I'm beat. But there was many nights I would have to come home and I would be up to like 4 and 5 in the morning and go to class the next day because I just didn't have time between the schedule to actually, you know, like have time to myself to study and things like that. So that is part of a sacrifice that I will tell you is going to be necessary if you're going to work. Now, I think the usual recommendation, I remember when I got my handbook, it told us work no more than 16 hours a week. Who's living off of 16 hours a week? Like, I don't know, y'all, but that wasn't me. So most, like, top tip I always recommend, schedule your study time when you can. Put it in your planner. Say I got something to do from 9 to 5. Everybody say, hey, can we do this day? No, I got something scheduled. You ain't gotta tell them to study and just tell them there's something scheduled that day and I cannot make it. If you're gonna work in nursing school, try to always have days off before your exam. Like if you have class days Tuesday, Thursday, you know, a certain Tuesday you have an exam and you always work Mondays. That Monday before the exam, have your day off. Sometimes your day off, the morning time you can spend studying, and then the afternoon you can spend just self-care. My golden study rule, do not cram. I'll never forget when I was in nursing school, everybody went to meet up before the exam, and I used to not make up stuff, but I used to just be super late, because I feel like if I don't have that information in my brain at least 12 hours before the exam, cramming will make anything that I do know just go right out the brain. I've solely stuck to that golden rule since I've been in school, even when I did my NCLEX. Like, 12 hours, maybe before I go to bed, I'll peek at something real quick, but once that's done, class is at 9:30, don't ask me to look at no notes at 8 o'clock, I'm not looking at them, I don't want to see anything else, I either know it or I don't, and that's that. So that's another recommendation I can tell you guys. One thing for my people who say, you know what, I'm not going to work, I don't want to work, I don't need to work, or I would like not to work, but it's just not possible. One thing I kind of wish I did, my first semester of school, I told you I didn't work, I was broke as hell, I was bored as hell, but one thing that kind of sufficed me, I did save up money, of course, from the summer previously, but I also did not know anything about, like, financial aid and student loans. So this is totally not to condone you guys or to let you guys encourage you to take out loans. If you can avoid it at all costs, yes, I will recommend it. I'm actually going to do a video on that soon because unfortunately for me, there was no way, see or form to do it any other way. I had to take out loans for school. Well, my little self, first semester, I didn't know when you could pick like a restricted amount or you can pick the maximum amount. So I'm just like, okay, pick max amount because my school's probably going to be expensive as heck and yada yada yada. Well, sis got a check in October for like $2,000 and I thought I was balling. No, I was balling on a budget and a loan. But you know, that helped me that semester and I really didn't have any worries as far as money. I mean, I'm not saying I went out and bought like Michael Kors pocketbooks with refund checks, but it was enough to like suffice me to have food, gas, bare essentials like deodorant, soaps, things like that while I was in college. Now, when I look back on that, I kind of wish I did that the semester I had maternity, peds, and psych, because I could have just took a semester off from working and I would have had that money just to have enough to gas to get to clinical and things like that. I know that's not always an option for everybody, but that's more for like my college students who don't have kids or don't have like single family or nuclear families to themselves. If you're on campus and things like that and you just can't see how you can work in a semester, that is a great option for you. I'm not saying do it all the time, but it's an option. And of course, if you get financial aid, when you buy your books and stuff, just be mindful. Don't spend all the money and then you will have leftovers and you don't gotta pay them back because they ain't loans. Not working options also include scholarships, and then if you can find any of those like grants, oh, my voice was super squeaky, or if you can find research studies or on-campus work. One thing I did forget to tell you guys is that semester after I was broke as hell and bored as hell, I went and got an on-campus job. It was like a telethon person. I hated it because I hate soliciting, and I'm not saying we were soliciting. We were actually trying to raise money for the school by reaching out to the alumni, but it just did not work for me because I remember when I was like in 4th grade and they would give me a Cherry Dale book and I would come home and throw it in a corner, and my mom said, "Why did you throw it in a corner?" I'm like, "Because I don't want to be asking people for money." Like, that's always been my nature. Like, I go to work and just work for my money. I really don't feel like having to ask people for it. But that was one of a telethon, like, if you're marketable, and sometimes you just gotta get that coin, go and try to look for on-campus jobs, because stuff like that also was available to me. And that's mainly for, like, my on-campus college students. But like I said, for my mamianas, my wives, my everybody like that has families, it is possible. I worked in nursing school. Like I said, I worked part-time in PRN, but PRN means as needed, but I was able to juggle it. I have friends that I went to nursing school with who worked full-time. One of my friends was a full-time tech, and I will tell y'all her grade point average was right up there. If not, I'm pretty sure hers was higher than mine. I have other friends who also, one of my best friends in nursing school did the same exact thing I did, worked as a tech and also worked in the hospital. So a lot of people that I went to school with did do that, and they were successful. I don't think anybody I've ever heard has done that and not been able to make it through. But the key to that, you're going to learn very early. You got to have your time management in the bag. And I think the most important point, like I told you guys before, is as well as you would study, as well as you would schedule a date, as well as you would schedule a party, as well as you would schedule clinical, put in your planner. Like, I'm literally going to put it here in my video. You need to put study. And you need to put the time you're going to study. And you need to schedule that. So when you sit down, this is what I'm doing. And this is what I'm getting done. So, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I did mention before in the video, we announced the giveaway winner in the beginning. So, make sure you hit me up. My Instagram's down below. You can DM me and get this back to school package. So, we can make sure you're good to go. Please, guys, also, thanks for the new subscribers. If you guys have any recommendations for any videos you want to see, put them down in the comments box below. I'm really trying to do more targeting to you guys and not necessarily filming what I just want to film. Because, not that I'm on a dry spell, but I just feel like I appreciate it more when I can actually reach out to you guys and do what you guys want me to do videos on. So, anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.